'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore,
Crowlands.
Momalulaban, Nambour, Roochdore,
Crowlands.
Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathround, Proserpine, Alladala, Darwin, Gingin,
Crowlands.
Mactilla, Wallumbilla, Buggerville, Cumberland, Ramakilla. I've been everywhere, man.
There he is, Lucky Star. He's been everywhere, man, but he hasn't been to Crowlands, apparently, because we had to put that bit in there. We are off to Crowlands, and we are going to say hello, all things being equal, to Alan Hart. G'day, Alan.
How you going?
Good. You got Neil here. The other raspy voice you'll hear is Rob. You've already spoken to him. Jesse's here as well. So it's a bit of a crowded house to name a band from the 1980s.
Should have played one of their songs.
No, we're not that desperate. Hey, Alan, first question. I told you I was going to hit you hard with the journo stuff. You ready for it?
Yeah, I'm
quaking?
Go.
Where's Crowlands?
Crowlands is, well, it's the centre of the universe, of course, but...
Yes, just apart from that, for people who've never been there, where is it?
North of Ararat. So we do all our shopping in Ararat, and the kids went to school in Ararat, etc., etc. So, yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world in the Pyrenees Ranges, and, very hilly and mountainous, and... Yeah, we enjoy living here.
I'll tell you what, it would be nice up in that neck of the woods, Alan. I reckon you probably grow nice grapes up there. Have you ever thought about doing that?
Yes. No, we have a little business here called Dog Rot Winery, and my lovely wife and I, we the owners and winemakers. So yeah, we just embrace the wine scene.
Beautiful, and good morning to you, Mrs. Hart. I'm sure you're listening with your husband giving you a little compliment like that.
Now, we have spoken to one or two wine... sounds a bit like I drink a lot of wine, doesn't it? But we have spoken to a few winery owners.
That's why you come in here so shitty on a Saturday morning. If you drank less, you'd be all right.
Oh, that's harsh. I enjoy it responsibly, Robert. And a number of the ones we spoke to are in the Grampians region. You're in a different wine region, but not a million miles away.
No, we're only 3 kilometres off being in the Grampians GI, geographical indicators.
If I like that. I hate acronyms. I'm glad you polished that up for me.
But we're technically in the Pyrenees, but just by 3 kilometres. The Wimmera River is the boundary, and that's just down in the township of Crowlands, not that far away. So. Yeah, we are technically Pyrenees, though.
Yeah, because one of the things, I used to live in a town called Charlton, and occasionally would go via Ballarat to get to Charlton when I was coming from Melbourne. And you go through the township of Avoca. That part of the world, there'd be a lot of people who would not go through there. They'd go up the Western Highway, or they'd go up the Calder Highway. But it's kind of like that whole area in and around Avoca, in Crowlands, that part of the world. It's a bit of an undiscovered treasure, isn't it?
Well, it is. The local wine group, we have an event, and it's called Pyrenees Unearthed, because we feel that we're not as well known as we should be, and most of the wineries in the Pyrenees are little family-owned businesses that sort of just try their best. There are a couple of bigger corporate ones, but we won't mention them. But
no, but you were the one that said try their bests.
Oh, stop it, Neil.
You said bests.
They're a family-owned one.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, well done.
So, in fact, I was a cellar hand at Bests in 1991, a long time ago.
So Alan, your love of wine, has it been way back to teenage years, or was it that you were employed in the industry and fell in love with it?
It's a long story, but I effectively did 15 vintages as a cellar hand before I went back to uni as a mature age student to do my winemaking degree. So I've been around the wine industry a long time. So
Rob and I think going back to university, but we're going to go back as immature age students. So apart from growing grapes and making them into delicious products, what other things do people do in and around the Pyrenees region?
Well, there's a lot of bushwalking tracks. So Mount Cole, we're not very far from Mount Mount Cole, and there's the Berritmo Walk, so we get quite a few visitors to Celador just through people who are hiking and things like that. There is a reasonable food and wine scene. We were at last night to a restaurant over in Moonabel, which specialises in pizza and things like that. So there's plenty to do. It's just a matter of what sort of tickles your fancy, I guess.
Now, Alan, if the fire alarm went off and everyone was forced to go to the gathering point, would you all fit in the hall, the entire population of Crowlands?
Yes, very easily. I think it's about 30.
Oh, really? There's that many of you?
Yeah. Half of whom will be out fighting the fire, so there'll only be 15 of them at the hall.
You've got enough to play a game of cricket and one netball team left over, or nearly a game of footy. That's not many people.
Footy? No, the cricket scene. The cricket side is long folded. When I was growing up, I actually played for the Crowlands cricket side, and my dad as well. But long ago, we lost the cricket side. There's still a tennis team, and
We don't need 4 for that.
a couple of years ago, but that's about it, unfortunately. So, like a lot of country areas.
Is there any form of community get-together? Is there, well, outside of the tennis club, is there any other reason why the Crowlands community would gather?
No, not a lot, other than it's only really the tennis club. So we used to have Christmas parties and things like that.
A street party at Christmas, that'd be good. Get them all in.
Not many streets,
No.
to be honest.
Yeah.
So if people were trying to find you, how do they find you in terms of Crowlands? Because it's not some. I heard Rob say, "I'll look out for the signpost." It's not all that well signposted.
No, it's not that well signposted. You got to sort of know where to go to find Crowlands, but good old Google Maps will take you there.
I've got a feeling, as you and I know, we've both got a friend who's a friend of this show, Shane Ganina, who's not very far away from Mount Cole, and I've been across to see him from St Arnaud. I've cut across country, and I think I would have gone through Crowlands then. Would that be right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so somewhere between, if you draw a straight line from St Arnaud to Ararat, you would be going in through your part of the world.
That's correct, yeah. You would go through Crowlands, so you go out the Pyrenees Highway and then and head towards St Arnaud.
So, Neil, in amongst the copious litres of good wine that you've drank in your career,
Or purchased, if not necessarily drunk.
Have you tasted any of Alan's fine work?
I may have on more than one
And
occasion.
give it a rating, please?
Well, it's not. It's outstanding. It's not altogether coincidental that Alan's name came up in my mind this week. Let's just say that.
You poured one down.
It may have been a glass of Shiraz or two from the Dog Rock Winery. Yeah, yes, he makes fine wine, and as part of a group with Shane called the Rotundan Road Shiraz Adventure, because that part of the world's very strong on its Shirazes, and there's an opportunity to go and visit them once a year on the Rotundan Road Festival that they have with some music and some food and stuff. And
as far as viscosity goes, that's the thickest one, isn't it?
Shiraz, I'll leave that to the expert to answer.
Yeah. It's the one you need the most acquired taste for. I think it's at the end of the line before you go to port's next, is it?
No, it's very much an individual thing, wine. So at Celador, I never sort of get upset if people do or don't like a wine, because we're all individuals when it comes to what we prefer in terms of flavours.
I don't mind a
Fruity Lexia.
Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Gris. No, I just like drinking them because they're nice to say. Good words.
And I can say that one thing that you will definitely find if you go and see Alan is that there's plenty of varieties, not just a one trick pony. So look it up, Dog Rock Winery in Crowlands. Go out and say good day to the folks at Crowlands. It won't take you long to do that. There's only 30 of them, and if you get to Alan, you'll meet 2 of them straight off the bat. Thanks for joining us and having a chat about your part of the world. We'll look forward to catching up over a glass of wine at some stage.
No worries. All good.
Thanks, Alan. Best wishes.
All the best, Alan Hart there from Dog Rock Winery in Crowlands.
He just probably leaned out the back door and said, "Hey, everybody,
I've just been on the radio.
just been on the radio."
Yeah, it's a really nice
Neil and
property.
Rob said to say good day.
It's a really nice property.